Hello everyone, it's Cure One Death, and I just wanted to make this video basically to clarify my thoughts on Dragon Ball Kai as of lately. Now, before I start, I just want to clear one thing. Now, most of you who will be watching this will most likely be the same people who watched my Dragon Ball Z Kai rant, which I made about a year ago, and for a while I wanted to make this video, but then I just decided not to, just out of pure laziness. But when my inbox is being spammed with comments from pretty much the same people bringing up the exact same arguments over and over again, I kind of get annoyed. And I mean, I got a lot of comments. The majority of the comments that I get in my inbox are from my Dragon Ball Kai rant. And by a lot, I mean a lot. Like, I mean a lot. Okay? And most of these comments are coming from the Kai haters, who basically bring up the exact same argument every single time. You know, it's basically like, oh, Dragon Ball Z was better, and Kai sucks because it's dumbed down, and it's not, it's pretty much the exact same thing, so just stick with the original DBZ, it's so much better. They basically bring up the exact same stickman arguments, and there's no point in even acknowledging them. But anyways, enough about the annoying comments, let me get on with the video. Basically, what I'm going to be talking about is pretty much what I think of Kai now. Because since my rant, my thoughts on Kai have drastically changed since then. And I don't really hate it as much as I do now. In fact, I hardly hate it at all. And by the way, it wasn't just the Kai haters who were bringing up the exact same arguments. Some of the people who support Kai, they didn't bring anything new to the table either. Trust me, if you want to learn, if you want to bring up some valid points on supporting Kai, go watch the Path of Geofreed's videos. He brings up some pretty good points in his videos. Now, Dragon Ball Kai. In my rant, I stated that the reasons that I hated Kai was because it was basically the exact same thing, and that they dumbed it down to be more childish, and also that the animation was horrible and that it looked like something made out of Photoshop. Now, what I think of Kai now is nothing like that. I actually think that they did a great job retelling the story and making it more closer to the manga than what they did with the original anime. It's kind of like what they did with Full Metal Alchemist. You know, they made Brotherhood to tell the story better and make it more closer to the manga, because the way they told it the first time was nothing like how it was originally supposed to be told. Now, I haven't read the Dragon Ball manga, but I would like to because I've heard a lot of great things about it, and I heard that it really gives you the feel that Dragon Ball was supposed to be, and I would really like to see what that's like. And I think that Dragon Ball Kai really gives you that experience that they wanted to give you before. But as far as the Japanese version of Kai goes, I suppose you could argue that it's the exact same thing and that there's nothing new about it. But the English version, however, that's a different story. Now, the English dub, they took a different approach, since before, Funimation was still pretty much new at the time, and they were short on voice actors, and the acting was so horrible, and it got hated on so much, that this time, now that they're better, they have more voice actors, and they're more skilled this time, that they were able to do with Dragon Ball what they wanted to do in the first place. They didn't really change anything, they didn't change characters, they didn't change the story or anything. They stuck to what Akira Toriyama originally intended Dragon Ball to be. And they really did a good job telling the story the way it was supposed to. Now, one of the things that I really liked about it is what they did with Frieza. Now, when the Frieza saga was coming around, I anxiously awaited to see what they did with Frieza's voice, because they had already changed Gohan and Bulma's voice, and while Gohan's voice still irritates me a little bit, I've gotten used to it. But when they were getting ready to show Frieza, I anxiously awaited because I didn't know if it was still going to be Linda Young's voice or someone completely new. But when I first heard Frieza's new voice, when I first heard Chris Harris, his voice for Frieza, I literally was just shocked because his voice blew me away. It was like I was being reintroduced to the character Frieza again, but this time I was being reintroduced to who Frieza was actually meant to be. And I really like how he did an amazing job playing Frieza and who he was actually meant to be. And that is an evil tyrant who's very well-mannered and has a very polite attitude, and is also very calm and confident in his abilities. And when he meets Goku, you see him slowly lose that calm and become very flustered. Because Goku was basically, deemed as the runt of the Saiyans. He was the low-class warrior. He was pretty much the weakling of them all. And knowing this, Frieza feels weak, knowing that he's losing to this so-called weakling. But also, Chris Harris just makes Frieza come off as a badass, in my opinion. I mean, seriously, just hearing him do that evil laugh, it makes him seem so badass. I mean, just look at this.
Oh, Vegeta, how could someone who's been through so much have so little imagination? Such a disappointment you've been. If only you had the courage to submit, you'd have been far better off.
Fat chance!
My second form makes the one you're familiar with look as gentle as a sleeping kitten.
See? Wasn't that epic? And by the way, I added that song because Maximum the Hormone is beast. Not because I hate the background music for Kai. I think the background music fits it perfectly. I'm kind of upset that they replaced it with the old Yamamoto score from Dragon Ball Z, because I thought that music was complete shit and it never fit. I'm sorry, fans of the Japanese dub, but it just never appealed to me. I hated it. There are a few tracks that I liked, but other than that, I just all around thought it was shit. It sounded like a horrible orchestra ripped from an old 50s movie. It just never fit Dragon Ball Z from my point of view. I'm sorry if that bothers you. Anyways, so pretty much the English dub of Dragon Ball Kai is the superior version. I mean, sure, you could say that the Japanese version is the superior version because it's the original, but in this case, I would say that the English version would have to be the superior version, because it just, like, the Japanese dub, from, like, a Japanese fan's, from their point of view, it's basically, like, the same thing. Like, basically the same thing, but, like, with different wording. In the English dub, you're getting a whole lot more, because before they changed everything. It was nothing like what it was supposed to be. But this time they actually followed it up with what it was supposed to be in the first place, and it's basically what Akira Toriyama intended Dragon Ball to be. And that's why the English dub kind of beats the Japanese version for Kai. You know? It's kind of the other way around this time. So anyways, enough of my rambling. To sum up my whole thoughts on what I think of Kai now. Basically, am I a fan of Kai? No. Do I support Kai? For all the valid reasons that Kai is good, yes. And as for the original Dragon Ball Z, yes, I am still a fan of that. I still would much rather prefer Dragon Ball Z over Kai. Yes. Now, if Dragon Ball Z had Chris Aris as Frieza, then that would be an ultimate win for me. But other than that, yeah, it's okay. I would say that I like Dragon Ball Z slightly more than I do Kai, so there you go. And before I end this video, I would just like to say to all the Kai haters right now, if you start disliking this video and you start leaving comments saying stuff like, oh, you're a fucking cop-out, you completely changed, you're a Kai lover now, yo, fuck you, you're a fucking cop-out, Dragon Ball Z for the win, then seriously guys, just don't even bother with it, because your comment's only going to get deleted and you're going to get blocked, because seriously, I'm getting annoyed with seeing comments from the same people using the exact same arguments in my inbox. It gets freaking annoying. I would really appreciate it if people would comment on some of my other videos and not the exact same video talking about an opinion that I don't even stand by anymore, because seriously, that gets annoying. So don't even bother. Or hell, maybe I should just disable the comments, but I don't think I would do that, because then it wouldn't allow the people who actually have good things to say be able to comment. But anyways, yeah, I'll just shut up now. Anyways, secure one death, and I'm out. Oh, and by the way, before anyone says that I'm like a Frieza fanboy, no, I'm not. Frieza's just one of my favorite villains aside from Cell. Future Trunks is the ultimate win here. Just wanted to put that out there. Alright, peace.